I wanted to start with kind of a buzzy area, and a lot of people talk about smart cities and what smart cities are and how they're deploying them. But I wanted to get your thoughts on smart cities. How do they apply in North Carolina? How are you thinking about them? Are they a part of your technology strategy in the state?
So when we think about smart cities and the technology that's necessary to support smart cities, really at the end of the day, you have to understand a little bit better about the topology of North Carolina. And while we're seeing, obviously we have some large metropolitan-like centers here in North Carolina though very much is a rural state. And unfortunately the concepts around smart cities doesn't really lend itself to the ability for us to actually do some of that innovative stuff in our more rural areas of the state. So when we look at our urban areas, I think very much that the leveraging of technologies like 5G as an example it's critical for us to be able to help address the high-speed internet connectivity issues that we're encountering here in our state, as well as some of the other innovative things that that allows us to do. When you think about our the digital highway that we're going to have to be participating of and being part of here as we move forward, as you think about our the younger generation of the workforce that's coming into our cities, there's a certain expectation of the ability to be connected at any time, any place, anywhere. And so really that concept of the smart city and the capabilities that 5G and what may come beyond 5G really is going to enable that type of interplay and connectivity. When you think about the fact that if we're doing things correctly and we look at like public transit as an example, and the ability for me in a real-time aspect to maybe update electronically my bus pass and then be able to walk on the bus and the bus already has that update that I just made. Because we're able to do that real-time synchronization type activities leveraging 5G. When you think about public safety in our cities, 5G I think is going to play a critical part of that as well. So I'm really excited about what the concepts of smart cities are and more importantly how it's going to be able to enable us to get connected down to the last users. I'm fond of saying is the industry really talks a lot about last mile. Really what we got to do is talk about last user because our user population wants to be mobile, wants to connect wherever they're at speeds to do what they need to do. 5G is going to enable that type of activity for us, so it's really exciting to see what the capabilities are as we get to the higher bandwidth capabilities, if you will, of 5G, and being able to get to that saturation, get to those higher degrees of speeds. Who knows what's going to be able to get generated from that as we move forward in our cities.